that foreign. Colombiano, yeah, I love that. I love her if she speak another language. She be doing things I never seen. I think I might have hit it in my dream. She drop it, man, she throw it, yeah, she work it. I seen your Instagram, but you look better up in person.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing this Cinco de Mayo look. Yes, if you see something different, I am wearing colored contacts. They're not prescription, I just bought them. They are from XoxoBeautique, I believe. I will list it down below so you know. So if you would like to get them, you can buy them. Cinco de Mayo. Get ready with your margaritas, 21 and over, obviously. Gotta get ready to party. I'm just kidding. I am pre-filming this, so I'm not partying tonight. But I did decide to make myself a little margarita. Very light. I just mixed some tequila, lime, a little bit of water, and a little bit of ice. Rinsed together. It is watered down a little bit because, you know, I made this at the beginning of the video, so it is a little watered down. But if you want to see this little Cinco de Mayo look, then keep on watching. Hello babes, happy Cinco de Mayo. So I know what you're all thinking. What happened to the talk through? After 2 hours of footage and me looking like a pelican, I decided to just do the voiceover. Here I made a huge long speech about how you shouldn't drink until you're 21, a speech that I did not listen to when I was younger, but don't drink unless you're 21. Obviously, in the States, 21 is the drinking law, so please obey by whatever drinking laws are in your country, as well as please be safe. I would really be devastated if something ever happened to any of you beauty babes. Okay, eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be first off using the Morphe M224 brush, and then I'm going to kind of set it with the Morphe M173 brush. I'm using my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, and I'm going to put this all over my lid using that Morphe brush. And I tried to pat it as much as possible. I'll swipe a little bit, but to really like make sure it stays, I will pat it down. Now on to my Mexico story. So I have a few stories that revolve around my trip to Mexico. I went to Mexico between my sophomore and junior year of high school. So I must have been around 16 years old. Me, my entire family for the most part, and my cousin's other side of the family, and my best friend at the time, Flower, which I did mention her in a video, but I haven't posted it up yet. Pause right there. I am currently going in with Cosmic Rays, and I believe it's something with the sunshine. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. So I started off with Cosmic Rays to kind of like flush it a little bit, make it a little bit yellow, and then I go in with Juicy. Both of these are from StarCrushed Minerals. As you can see from my previous videos, I've been having this obsession with StarCrushed Minerals. You have no idea. Of course, if I don't mention it because I'm going off on the story, I will be putting everything, all the products that I use, in the description box along with all the brushes, just so you kind of understand the blending process as well as the intensity of what brushes are which. If you need any other details, please comment down below and I will make a video about it. Okay, now back to my story. The first story is the time I broke my nail. So I went to the spa and there was these little like clamps on the door, and I went in trying to open up the clamps because, you know, I'm a crazy person, and trying to open up the clamps instead of asking someone because I'm hard-headed and I know I can quote unquote do it myself. I opened it up and the clamp clamped right on my finger. I screamed so loud. Of course, nobody was around, so nobody heard me. But I instantly put my finger under the faucet and kind of like squeezed it to make sure that that I wouldn't like really feel the pain from that little spot. So it kind of like just like stops the redness or the blood, or I don't even know what. I don't even remember if it was bleeding or not. But that's why the little crescent moon that you see on your nail, mine is a little bit chipped. Mine is never 100% circular or semicircular. So that's the first thing that happened in Mexico. By the way, I used a random brush that I had from a set that I bought, I don't even know how long ago, along with LA Girl's Pro Concealer in yellow to cut the crease. And then I'm using Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie to set it, because I love to set the lid no matter what. And of course I use my tape because I can't do a sharp edge without it for some reason. Going in with Morphe Brushes 35C palette, I believe. It's the matte C palette, the matte colors palette, and I'm going in with the darkest green. Well, it's not the darkest green shade, but it is the very green, like not forest green, but like grass green shade. I used a Morphe M200 brush. Now I'm just fixing up the line a little bit and going back in with that Morphe M200 brush and the Morphe green shade from the 35C palette. I'm pretty sure it's the C. You know, their old palettes don't really have number. Oh yeah, it does say C on it. My bad. So it is the 35C. I go in with red. It's a red called Anarchy from StarCrushed Minerals, and I'm using a Morphe Y22 brush. This is a little bit smaller than a pencil brush, and I like this to kind of pack on colors. The Anarchy looks really nice. The Anarchy, when you look at it, in the tube, it looks more of a orange toned red or a yellow or orange undertone red, but when it comes onto the skin, it does look more red, opposed to Havoc from StarCrushed Minerals as well, that looks more of a pinky toned red. I have rarely found a red that looks as red. So that's why I like this Anarchy, because it helps a little. So the green that I used, again, I used a Morphe M508 brush, which is a smaller brush, to get in there with those lines and pack on color. Again, I am fixing up the line because this line, I didn't like it at first. And then going in with the Cosmic Rays to fix up that yellow. I try to do this lightly so it doesn't mess up the look, but I am not perfect. I mess up so many looks, but I have a thing that I kind of know how to clean it up in a way that it doesn't look bad. Because see, I use the red liner you see on the other eye. I have that, so when I clean up things up, like little edges of a cut crease, that if I'm using a liner on top, it doesn't look bad, because I kind of cover up the crisp line that I fixed with that liner. That's why you start seeing me use liners very often, because it helps so much and it helps me not stress things as much. So as you can see, I am going in with that red and of course fixing it up a little bit. I do fix up. This brush is one of my favorite brushes. I completely forgot what it's called right now and I don't feel like getting up. So I will write it in. Ooh, now I'm using, this is a random brush, but it's StarCrushed Minerals Inner Goddess. This has a little bit of shimmer in it, or glitter. It does fall, so you have to be very careful, but it looks so beautiful on the eyes. You don't see the glitter too much unless I'm moving on camera, but it does come out more in person. And of course, I'm going back and forth. I will be going back and forth within StarCrushed Minerals Inner Goddess, StarCrushed Minerals Anarchy, and the Morphe 35C palette green. There is going to be a lot of back and forth blending because that's how it looks seamless. That's how it looks become very seamless and look as beautiful as it can be. So I am gonna be going off into my video while you see me blend, into my story while you see me blend my life. Oh, I'm actually not blending anymore. Oh, look at that. Okay, now I am going in with the MAC Cosmetics Fashion Legacy Liquid Liner. This I am currently using. I got this brush at Michael's. It's a Royal Langnickel brush, and it's a 1/8 inch 0.31 centimeter brush. It is very thin. It has an angle to it, but I love it so much. It's #1 level, apparently, acrylic. This gets right in there. I do mess up a little bit, but again, as I told you before, I mess up a lot with small things, but I always know a way to fix it up. I might do a video on how I mess up things, especially, and what brushes are best to fix messed up eyeshadows or messed up liners. I always like to make sure things are very crisp, or at least as crisp enough that no one else will notice that it's messed up, at least to get it that extra oomph. Okay, so let me get another quick story in. So in Mexico is, or was at one point, the spring break capital, and Cancun especially. And they have this place, if you go into the city, they have this place called Coconuts. And Coconuts has literally like bras and underwears all over the place. But along with that, they have the best margaritas and the biggest margaritas that you will ever see. So yummy. And the food is like amazing. Next time I go, or at least I'm going to look it up and see if I can find the actual location. So if ever you guys go to Mexico, you guys can check that out. Obviously, we got like these little doom buggies, and obviously my uncle knew about this place, so we didn't go by ourselves or alone. Okay, this is one of my tricks for liners, especially liners in the cut crease. I always go over it if it looks like it dragged down way too much. I always go over the eyeshadow on top of the liner. You cannot see it, I promise you. Once, it doesn't matter unless unless it's like a white. if you go over with any color over the liner, at least like the little messed up parts, it will look cleaner. And then again, if I need to go in with the liner, I will. So of course, my blend-in, going back and forth, I wanted to make sure it looked seamless. I wanted to add that extra edge, that point on the top. I wanted it to be like a little bit skinnier, you know. Beauty. This is so beauty. I love the blending. Oh my god, I swear. Oh, okay, finally I'm cleaning it up again with the Morphe M432 brush. That's the brush I use for cleaning everything up. I use that to clean up my brows. I use that to clean up just anything, any loose eyeshadow that falls. I did kind of swipe up a little bit of excess beforehand, and then I will go back and forth with this. This color is such an incredible shade. I'm using the concealer. Well, it is concealer, but it's the Contour Cream Palette Kit from Anastasia. It's called the Cream Kit in medium. The cream shade is the one I'm using, and you see that point? Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. I use this a lot with my natural looks. Instead of putting foundation, I will put a little bit of this concealer from the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, and I'll kind of like, it has different shades, so I'll mix them together and I'll put them on my face, and just, it looks so beautiful. You can't really see it now because I haven't brought it all the way down, but one day I will do a tutorial on how I do my natural look, which is fairly quick because I don't really do anything other than my brows, and I add this concealer, but it does help so much. I never liked white liners at the bottom, and no really good white liner helped, so instead I took a pencil. I think it's the NYX the NYX Milk pencil, and it's really big, so I don't like putting that in my eye, but I did take a very thin brush and I would put it on, and I applied it straight like that, and that made my eyes pop so much. The white makes your eyes look bigger than they are, and I've never liked it before, that look, but now it's just beautiful. This is my Cinco de Mayo look. I added a little bit of that white liner to make my eyes pop a little bit more, to make my eyes look a little bit bigger, because with these lashes and like dark, since my eyes are dark. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I talked a lot, but it was my first real chit chat. Get ready with me. So I am a little bit chalky, but little by little with practice, I will be able to get better. Thank you for watching again a million times. Thank you a million times. Love you guys. Bye.